Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Marina Bay Circuit here in Singapore, where tonight we shall be. I've forgotten my words. Tonight, I had a complete memory blank. What a fantastic start! We start 10 minutes late, 13 minutes late, and I completely forget what I was going to say. This is 100% professionalism, folks. Do not let anyone tell you otherwise. What I was going to say is that we shall be feasting on the tears of Tier 1 as they negotiate the streets of Singapore. And as you haven't already heard, if you didn't recognise the voice, tonight in the comms box, returning with me tonight is Mr. Killer Miller. How are you tonight, sir? Are you well?
How are we, Kunich? It is a pleasure to be back. I haven't been here for ages now. And what a race to come back to. Singapore, and not only that, but I'm hearing reports in the chat that there's going to be rain in this race. So this is going to be a very, very hard race to just be in, really, as in general, to make sure you don't have an accident.
This is, yeah, it's going to be a good one. Obviously, quite a few drivers missing tonight, as we've had a couple of people with, like, I know Aros has had a jab today, so his arm's a bit sore. Shout out to Arthur, who has actually got COVID, so he's racing with COVID.
Well, not only has he got COVID, he's got a good chance of winning the championship today. I mean, Jesus Christ! Like, if he can do this, this would be incredible.
Yeah, there are a lot of permutations tonight in terms of Arthur winning, but long story short, the gap is 7 points. If Arthur can finish ahead of Elite Risk tonight, who hasn't had any practice, then the title is his in his debut season here in 7GR.
What a feat that would be to win it on your debut season. Something that Lewis Hamilton famously couldn't do, missing by 1 point. He's got a really good chance to do it here today, so he's going to be looking to capitalise on everything.
Yep. So, alright then. So the first person to start a lap is Vegeta, the Prince of All Saiyans, looking for another pole this evening. Any predictions for pole tonight? We've had quite a few different ones. Well, I say different ones. I mean, the pole positions in Tier 1 has pretty much been shared by Arthur and Rain tonight. Any one of those two do you think would win it, or do you think we've got someone else in store?
I think Rain might get pole here today, because I've seen his qualifying place, and I've seen him race. He is so fast in qualifying, especially when he gets his head down, he really focuses. So I reckon he's going to do exceptionally well in this qualifying.
I think one to look out for tonight as well is Jacob. Obviously, I wasn't here last week as me and Jake swapped, but Jacob has won the last 2 races now, so he's going for a hat-trick. Maybe a track like this, where track position is king, if he can get pole tonight, I wouldn't roll out a third one in a row.
Really worth considering. And also, just another thing, Jake, the Lord and Saviour, this is his 50th race.
Yes.
Absolutely incredible. This is his server as well as it is yours, I believe, Kunich.
Yep.
But Jake, you know, he is one of the duo.
He's the main man.
He is the main man, and it's lovely to see him in Tier 1, putting up there and being so consistent.
Yep, I mean, we know obviously he's not the fastest, but we saw, if you joined us with Tier 2 last week at the farcical spectacle, that was Monaco, he was one of the only drivers not to run out of fuel or hit the wall. So he may not have, you know, the ultimate race pace of someone like Rain, but he definitely has the intelligence to keep himself up there.
Exactly. As Vegeta puts up our fastest time so far with a 1:35, Fusion, Finley and Leon's not quite getting there. 2 seconds off the pace for Fusion.
Someone else to mention tonight, we forgot to mention so far, is Fine Defender, making his 7GR debut. It'll be interesting to see how far he can go up the field as he starts his first final lap.
Let's stay on board with him, shall we? Let's see what he's got. And he's already invalidated. That's not great luck.
Yep, Elite Risk is invalidated as well, so not a good start for him. Arthur is on his out lap, so he hasn't done a second lap yet.
As hello, rain's on the medium tyre.
Yeah, that indicates. So obviously we've heard there's rain. So if people are starting on the medium tyre or qualifying on the medium tyre, that indicates to me that the rain isn't going to be immediate, and we will probably see a dry start to the race.
It's going to be very interesting from Rain. In terms of strategy, he could get it right, he could get it wrong. We don't know. Hello, Kieran, with the fastest time.
I was going to say a decent lap there from Kieran, a 1:35.6. The overall lap record around here was set by Addict a few seasons ago, which was a 1:34.1. I doubt we'll get anywhere close to that tonight, as obviously that was on the previous game. But yeah, definitely want to be. I can't remember the tier 3 pole time that was set. Maybe I'll have a quick look. While you keep the folks entertained, I'll have a quick look.
Have a quick look at the times, will we? Well, I'm going to follow who's coming round. I'm going to follow Jacob as he goes round. Looks to be doing fairly well. Neat and tidy. And now it's going a bit slow.
Wow. Okay, so tier 3's qualifying time was a 37.1. So already a second and a half clear.
Yeah. As Jacob goes PA, and Jake is now out of qualifying.
Retired. What has he done, Jake? What have you done? Oh.
On a 1:58 time. That's not good.
No, that'll be him starting at. Oh, I think someone had a qualifying ban. I think it might be Fiorucci. I could well be wrong. I apologise if I am wrong. But then here we go. The one to watch. Arthur coming around the final corner. What does he say? It's looking good. Oh, and it's very good.
It's banging time.
1:35.228. I tell you what.
0.4
laying
seconds
down
in
the
Singapore.
marker. He is on it. He is on it.
He smells the championship. He's going to be doing everything to get this. However, we have again the rain does come into play. Where does that affect the strategy? That will be the main thing. Just because you start on pole doesn't mean you're going to stay there.
We all know rain is the great equaliser, and I mean the weather, not the driver. So of course it could be anybody's race because, you know, one mistake in that rain on a track like this and you're in the wall. Game over.
Game over indeed if Arthur. He really needs to make sure that he keeps his bearings here.
So Jacob currently 1.8 up on his time, which would currently put him on a, what's that, 30...
Well, it's good.
It's
good.
9,
it's fantastic.
Oh! I said he was one to watch out for, and just like that, provisional pole.
As Fine Defender comes round. P9.
Ninth. P9. Decent lap there.
Not bad for your debut.
So last person across the line to settle that will be Owen. So we'll just jump on board with him to see how good he is. Oh, that's a little bit wide there for my liking. Coming from a tier 3 driver, that is, of course.
Really pushing this to the walls. Arthur's been disqualified.
Oh my god! Well, that means his lap is invalidated.
I don't know.
If he gets DQ'd, yeah, look! He's down the bottom!
Oh my god! Oh my god!
Damn! Where's that? I need that dramatic chipmunk picture.
No way!
Oh, you need the spotlight!
Oh my god!
We're getting hot and spicy tonight, folks.
He may have already thrown his championship away. We don't know. We just don't know.
Well, of course, with only 15 drivers tonight, rather than the usual 19 or 20, that's 5 less cars for him to get past. So it's not over just yet.
You say that,
elite risk.
Just the one thing I keep coming back to. I know I've said it countless times now. It's the weather.
Owen's invalidated.
Oh my god.
Oh dear me. The thing is, elite risk needs to score points.
And elite risk is on a fly-up.
Elite risk to keep the title fight alive. Elite risk needs to score at least 8 points.
Very wide there. Needs to keep his cool on this lap. That's very. Oh, he's hit his clip the wall.
Oh, a little brush.
Needs to keep his cool.
He's run very wide there.
Very wide. He's not hitting these
bump as well.
Not chaining these corners at all.
No, this is definitely the mark of someone who hasn't had any practice. But it will still be faster than someone like me, so, you know, it's fine.
This is unbelievable what's happening here.
Yep. What a turn out for the books this is.
Arthur is
You've
going
got-
to have to use incredible race intelligence and have incredible speed to make back these positions.
Oh, Elite Risk is invalidated.
Oh my
Wide.
god! Oh, it's the two
tell
title
you what-
contenders. It's shaking out to be a hell of a ride, isn't it?
I tell you what, I will take that bottom four as it is now. Owen, Elite Risk, Rain, Arthur. What a bottom four that is. I tell you what, that would definitely give us some racing and a half. Because you've got Lions from Tier 3 in there. You've got Finley, you've got Fusion
Oh, I know
Gamer.
Rain spun on his first lap.
Oh, Rain, he's having another nightmare qualifying. Dear me, right, let's just stop. How'd you say it? Stop the vote. Cancel the vote.
Stop the count.
it right now. That's it. Stop the count. Stop the count. Wow. That
Fusion
is.
comes round on his outlap to start a
Yeah.
new lap for the Ferrari driver.
And Arthur getting disqualified, of course, now means that Jake won't be starting last. He'll be down in. Well, right now he's still 11th with 158. So you imagine the three other drivers below him will set a lap, and Finley improves by half a second, moving him up to 8th.
Very nice
Yeah,
indeed.
solid. Anyone else near the end of their lap? Oh, look at that. Aurelian in third place. Great lap from Aurelian. Welcome back, sir, to the top. What about Kieran? He has invalidated. He is done for now.
Pack Bussy is up on his time, albeit not enough to move him up currently.
Right. So every little helps, of course.
Really brushing those
Wow,
rules,
look at that.
nice
He's a
and
second
close.
off. I didn't realise it's a second off at the moment. That's a bit of a gap there between the top four and the rest of the field.
Really, really trying to push to get as much time as
Yeah,
possible. Comes
Yeah,
round.
we've seen Pat Bussy up there as well.
Is it enough? He goes up to P4.
Oh, fourth. He improves by that second, so yeah, P4. I'm about to say, Pat Bussy's been showing a bit of pace actually recently. So yeah, another contender to keep it in there. And one to watch out for.
Hello, Owen, to start his first lap.
Yep.
He
I'm on
wants to
board
get
with
out.
Fusion Gamer. Fusion Gamer will be the next person to set a lap. It's not telling me if he's up or down, so I think it's going to be quite down though, judging by where the time is.
It doesn't look
Could
too
well be wrong.
fast.
Oh, actually, it's not going to be too bad actually.
Not
But,
enough.
He improves. But yeah, not enough to trouble the top 5. And that is why Fusion Gamer will be going from Tier 3 to Tier 2 next season. Because you're 6th in Tier 1. Right then. Who was next? Was it Owen, was it? Let's see how Owen gets on. Very wide entry into that corner. And of course, even though we are at a street circuit, there are actually 4 decent overtaking opportunities. So you've got turn 1 with DRS, you've got turn 7 with DRS, and then of course you've got the turn 8 straight after that, the tight right-hander. And of course, what Owen is coming up to here now, which is turn 14. This will be the last kind of overtaking opportunity of the lap. And if
This
of course
place.
someone makes a mistake.
That corner is fantastic for overtaking on. Just so wide, you can really punch it down the outside if you get the chance.
Yeah. Right then. Owen about to come through a horrible section of the track.
Skimming
under that
those
tunnel.
rules. Really getting close, really trying to maximise that track surface.
Yep. Here we
It's
go,
looking good.
Round corners 22, 23, and he goes
P4.
4th. So a decent lap then.
Hello, Fusion is way up on his time. That is rubbish. I'm assuming this is his in-lap though.
Yes, he's not in a lap. He just set one. What about Fine Defender then? He's just under 2 tenths up. That won't be enough to move him up the field.
That's
as it
very
stands.
close to the wall though.
Oh,
He's really trying to get as much time as he can here.
it's the only problem with the F1 games, of course, is that, you know, in real life, I mean, I'm sure everyone's seen, you know, the Fanjo videos back in the day where you could just caress and touch that wall ever so slightly, or he's invalidated, and you could gain that extra tenth. Unfortunately, because it's a game, the walls are walls, so you hit the walls, you slow down. You might not get damaged, but you'll slow down. So
Yes,
right,
it's doesn't have the same realistic. They can't really program that, to be honest. You know,
no. There's not something you can blame Cody for, to be honest. Right. Let's see how Elite Riston does, Jerry. Under pressure. Let's see how comfortable he has got. He's had his one lap of practice. Let's see
it's looking
what
fast
kind of time
already.
he can put in.
Very nice through there.
Let's see how wide he goes. Oh, look at that.
Nice and neat. Oh, nearly loses it on the edge. Just keeps it under control.
Looks like there's a red ball. Goes in a yellow flag.
This is looking absolutely incredible here from Elite so far.
Oh, a bit too much curve on
Nearly
that one.
invalidates that one. Needs to be careful.
That'll be a couple of attempts there.
Misses 2 of those apexes.
Fialucci has decided enough is enough. He's retired off the track. Seems a bit early breaking there, but maybe that's the game deceiving me. It's looking like a tidy lap so far from Elite Risk.
Where will it place him, however? That is the question.
Riding these curves nicely. Yep, just flicking them. Hold on. Same with these ones. There you go. Don't take too much, otherwise it will spin you. Oh, I think he's lost a bit of time there as well.
He's lost
Go
a bit
over
of
that
time,
curve.
but it's looking good.
He goes down to 5th. And a
He's very-
1:35.6. So that is a decent lap. For someone who's had no practice, you know, we very much know that Singapore is very much a momentum track. So to come in, have no practice and stick a 1:35.6, that is very good lap there from Elite Risk. And of course, his championship rival is down in 15th.
As Pac Bussy invalidates his last available lap.
Oh, yeah. Right then, it looks like Vegeta will be the next person across the line. Can he improve? Oh, he does! Oh, what a corker! 35.5. Not enough to dethrone Jacob. But
I tell you what,
Vegeta
Jacob
up
has
into
put in
P2.
a banger on the lap there. That will not get beaten, not a chance. To find an extra 0.3 seconds on everyone else. I mean, come on now.
I think the next person to watch then is Rain. Just going through Sector 1 now. He needs to settle up. I think the last 2 times I've watched Rain, he started outside the top 10. But then both those times he's been 8th by the end of Sector 1.
That's very wide to that corner there.
Yeah, he's on the ragged edge.
Skims that curve nicely. Skims that curve nicely. He's looking very tidy from Rain. Bit wide. Very wide. Where will this lap place him? That is the question. It's looking good. But is it looking right?
Very close to the track limits there as well for Rain.
He's really pushing these track limits. Oh, nearly loses control of the car there. Has to balance out the steering.
Through the tunnel.
Very close to the wall. Oh my goodness, he's proper going for this.
Yes, here we go then.
Comes around the final corner, flicks it over curb. Very nice indeed.
Oh! We said it was a good lap. Jesus Christ. Here comes Jacob. Can Jacob answer it?
Good lap. That's a
Oh, no, he
fantastic-
can't. He
oh, not enough.
improves. He improves.
He improves,
2 guys
but
in a
what lap
1:34s.
from Rain.
Wow, that is a stonker. He's pulled that one out the bag, hasn't he?
Really has.
Aurelian's just gone P3, I believe. A great lap from him as well.
I don't want to say.
Kieran's won Van Wy, so he won't be improving it. He's got no nose. So that will be your order.
I don't want to say I told you so, but did I or did I not call that Rain was going to be P1?
You did. You did. You did. It's nice to do the reverse curse for once.
So, can Arthur bring this back? That is the question we have to face. Can Arthur really dig down and bring it back?
The last question mark challenge is on for Arthur tonight. Okay then, Mr. Killermiller, you know your role. Do it.
Well, we finished up a beautiful qualifying. Rain, P1 with an absolutely banging lap, 134.725. Then we go to Jacob, another cracker, and Aurelian. I ain't got long. There's our top three. Vegeta and Kieran to round off our top five. Elite Risk, a championship rival, really trying to stop Arthur here. Owen, Pack, Fusion Gamer, and Fierlucci for the top 10. Followed closely by Finley, Fine Defender on his debut, Leons, Jake, and Arthur. So it's right to the back, and he'll be really looking to get the cutting edge on this track here.
And I tell you what sticks out like a sore thumb on that page. Fierlucci on the mediums.
The mediums.
Yeah. So, let's see where the rain will be. It's raining from the start.
Oh,
Oh
no.
my, look at that pour down.
Oh, is it wet tyre weather?
It looks like it.
It is not even Inters.
I mean, I can see the blue. I don't know if you got the same screen as me, but look at the garage on the number 8. You can see the blue wool tyres. So this looks like it's going to be proper full wets, and someone has readied up. So I hope they're ready.
This is going to be either a fantastic race or a catastrophe. Probably both.
Yeah. I mean, Mr. Orange Juice, I wouldn't be surprised by Rain being in the 34s. If you look on the Brazil leaderboard, I believe he's in the top 5 still. So Rain is a very fast driver.
This does not help Arthur in the slightest.
The only thing with Rain is that he has the ability to... it is Inters.
Oh, it is Inters.
Wow.
Some people using the wet weathers.
Let's have a look, shall we? Yes! So you've got Rain, Jacob and Pac Bussy have started on the Inters. Everyone else on the wets. Now, I'll tell you what, the first thing that came to mind when I saw that, and I don't know if anyone else watches the esports.
Oh, hello, Rain's getting slippy on that.
The Oatmere. I can't remember his name. Jano Oatmere. So if anyone watched
Rain's losing it.
It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's the formation lap. It doesn't matter. It's fine. You can't get any damage in the formation lap. So yeah, there you go. That one stop, lap 15 to 29. So Jano Oatmere started near the back of the grid on Inters, and everyone else was on wets. And he waited for the track to come to him, and then he won the race. I believe it was China as well. As Rain, look at that.
Yes,
he's really struggling. He's really struggling, isn't he?
These Inter choosers, they could have made the wrong choice.
Now, of course, was Owens?
All of them are. Jacob nearly spinning out as well.
I think those guys weren't ready to be readied up. I think that's what it is. I forgot what I was going to say now. Now, I think Singapore is actually, it's not as bad as Monaco in terms of a fuel muncher. So it'll be interesting to see what these guys have on in terms of their fuel.
These Inter users are looking to not have any grip at all.
And I'll tell you what, see that I'm looking at Rain. Rain's already got yellow.
Jacob's in the wall.
So, yeah, I imagine Jake... with Monaco, obviously it's very... The safety car's a bit iffy around Monaco. We know the safety car comes out with Singapore. And with a track like Singapore, you're guaranteed at least one safety car. So I think Rain should be safe on that low fuel.
There you go.
If not,
he has no...
Watch out.
These Inter users have no grip at all. Nothing at all. They're all spinning. They're all going into the walls. This looks to be the wrong decision from these drivers.
Well, if the Rain... Because you can see the puddles they're driving through. The benefit Rain, of course, will have up there with Jacob is that those two are at the front. So they're not going to have any spray to put them off.
As who's that? That's Leons, who's spun on the track.
But I'll tell you what, though. Look out for Aurelian and Vegeta
and
Kieran.
Jake's spun on the track. It's going to be very slippy here today.
Yeah, look out for Aurelian, Vegeta and Kieran all starting on those wet tyres. Look out for those guys going into turn 7. Especially if the Inters aren't, warmed up enough.
This is going to be very, very interesting. I'm going to keep an eye on Arthur just so I can watch how good of a start he gets.
Yeah. You concentrate on the back, I'll concentrate on the front.
Absolutely.
Right, and here we go. The red lights are underway, and we have 5 lights, and we are go. A very quick start up, and look at that. The intermediate runners bogging down, and look at the speed Aurelian's got, and we're going to go 3-1 and turn 1. It doesn't quite go.
Oh my God!
Aurelian's off track. Rain just about keeping his lead, but Aurelian is going around the outside.
The field's going crazy.
Oh, looks like there always a Ferrari in the background.
Oh,
it's both Ferraris.
Both of them had a collision. Both of them had a fusion game with a 5-second time penalty.
Oh,
Sorry, fine defender. Long run. No.
yeah. Right then, so Aurelian is your leader. He is in the lead currently. He has jumped Rain off the start. Now the question is, how quick can Rain get those intermediates up to speed? Right now, it looks like very, very wet weather.
Oh, Arthur trying to make a move on the Aston Martin of Finley. Really trying to look for those positions. He looks to have got it done, and he does get it done.
He's up into P11. He's on the hunt for points.
He is on the
He's
chase.
only one place away. There's Fiorucci going wide. Oh, well, that's
Pack
a top.
Bussey's gone wide.
Bussey in the wall.
Pack Bussey has
Looks
gone
like-
wide. As that's another position for Arthur moving up. Leons goes for a spin. That's another position for Arthur.
Yeah, he's up into P9 already.
Really chasing him down here. And that's a crash.
Rain, he's only
in
a
sector
second
2 of Finley.
As Elite
Finley
Risk,
is
Elite,
led, I think.
Elite Risk currently battling Jacob as well for that P3. Elite
dead,
Risk
dead.
knows he's got to get a move on.
Who's that? That's Pack Bussey. And
Yeah, he's
fusion
Jack
game up,
Bussey's really
spinning
struggling
out.
on those inters.
Everyone is really struggling here today. It's so slippy. This is not a
Pack
track
Bussey
you
without
want
a
in the rain.
No. Look at that already. It looks like Rain may have got some confidence in those intermediates because the gap was about a second halfway round. The gap is now down to half a second. So it looks like Rain has got those inters working.
As Aurelian sets the fastest lap.
Yeah, he does. So
Rain
this is where
seems
the
to have
track-
these inters up to speed.
Yep.
The track
as
does
the,
look to be getting better.
Yep, as the wet tyres start to dissipate some of that water, the track will come to the intermediates. And right now, look at that, we've got the top 5 all separated by half a second behind the car. Owen in 6th position. Second behind Vegeta, or second and a half behind Vegeta, I should say, under attack from Fiorucci.
This is proving to be a brilliant race so far.
Yeah, definitely intriguing.
Arthur sets the
up to
fastest
P8.
first sector.
Yeah. I think they all, it's lap 2, so I think everyone will be getting purple sectors at the moment.
Probably.
Rain still the only. Oh no! Owen also on the yellow fuel. Oh, there's a Red Bull! It's just randomly gone into the wall.
Fiorucci is gone.
That was such an odd one. That is. I don't know what's happened there. That is. I don't think I've seen that before. Just in the middle of the straight, just suddenly turns left into the wall.
Hello, Arthur looking to look a move on Owen.
No safety car just yet, by the looks of it. So, got away with it for now. But,
Arthur
there you
makes
go,
a brilliant
Risk.
move.
Ooh, Elite
Owen
Risk.
gives up the position.
He's got to be careful. He's got to be careful, but Elite Risk takes that P3.
Into
And as he
P3.
takes P3, Arthur takes P6.
P6, this is Arthur's proving to put in a fantastic race so far. Really making up that ground.
Yeah, Elite Risk then on podium where he needs to be. Remember,
However,
he needs to score 8 more points than Arthur to keep the championship alive.
everyone at the front is so bunched up. And Elite needs to be careful because I saw him just get a snap of oversteer there. Really needs to be careful and just focus on keeping it consistent. As Aurelian sets the fastest lap again. Followed by Arthur, really hunting down on those heels.
Yeah, right now you can definitely tell the wet tyres is the way to go, but it's, as I've already said, how quick are those intermediates going to be the better tyre? We know the intermediate tyres do have the range to, well, as you can tell by Rain and by Jacob, the intermediates have the legs to work in these conditions. You know, the wets don't have the variety or the whatever the word is, to
They don't have, yeah,
work
they don't
in
have that
intermediate
edge.
conditions. No.
They can't turn into a slick as well as a.
Oh, and Rain's in the wall!
Rain has gone.
Ah, no.
His front wing has
Just-
gone with him.
Yeah, and that, I'm afraid, there's a VSC as well, which is brought out for that, and the stewards will come out and pick that wing up. So that promotes Elite Risk up into P2. And now be careful, boys. No speeding under the VSC, of course, otherwise you'll be getting a dry fruit.
You can tell Arthur's very eager. He really wants to go.
Yep. Well, look at that. He's up in P5 now.
P5. It's been an incredible race from him so far. Up 10 positions. Oh, nearly hits the back of Vegeta there. Brilliant reaction times to miss that, but what was going on there? Someone clearly speeding under safety car. Leons gets a drive-through penalty.
He does. Down there at the back with his teammate Kieran, who was looks like some guys have made some pit stops down there as well, and they've put a fresh set of, so they've put a fresh set of wets on, and Pac Bussy, determined to make that intermediate strategy work, has put his inserts back on as well. And look at that, just like that, Elite Risk
Now.
is on the back of Aurelian.
The rain has changed. The rain has got thinner. Intermediates should start being better now, from about now.
Yep. Oh, and there's Rain's mandatory track limit warning. So right now Arthur is sitting on 10 points. Elite Risk 18. So right now.
Leons has been disqualified for driving the wrong direction.
Oh,
Same
excellent.
thing that happened to Arthur.
Excellent. Excellent stuff. Oh, and Rain.
Fresh set of
into them for
inserts.
Rain, getting rid of that, or get a new nose cone. So right now, Elite Risk is doing just enough to take the race to next week. But if Arthur takes one more position, Arthur
He
will
is.
fight.
Yep, Arthur will be looking to keep his cool now. Just needs one more position, but needs to remember not to overdo himself. You have time.
Yeah, it looks like the rain's almost stopped completely now. It's very light rain now, so I think the intermediate guys. I mean, unfortunately, obviously, Pac Bussy and Rain can't take advantage as Jake's pitted now for intermediate, so he can see that the weather's changed.
See, I'm excited now. Who pulls the trigger first, Elite
Oh.
or Arthur?
Oh, and Finley's had a go with the wall as well now. Luckily, he didn't get disqualified for facing the wrong way.
Really looking good here, as Rain does get past.
Oh,
Easy
Elite
peasy
Risk,
for Rain.
Elite Risk ever closer now. He's just 2/10 behind. Aurelian under pressure. And now look at that. Jacob has also closed in now on those intermediate tyres.
Who pulls the trigger first, Elite or Arthur? The undercut is not too particularly strong here.
I mean, these wet drivers, you would have
As
to
Arthur
say...
is coming into the pits.
Oh, you would have to say that these front runners are probably waiting for a safety car, because if they pit now for inters, it's unlikely they'll go to the end of the race, which means they'll do one more stop than the other guys who started on the inters.
Oh, very okay. Arthur. Where is he? Arthur does get on a set of fresh intermediate tyres.
He does. It looks like half the field now on those intermediates. Or almost half, I should say. 1, 2, 3. There's six out of 13, so almost half. And look at this. The front three separated by a nose hair as it stands.
How long can Elite Risk and Vegeta keep these wet tyres in? Hello, Elite Risk. Jacob nipping at his heels.
You see Jacob being very impatient. Jacob knows he's got everything to gain. Elite Risk's got everything to lose.
He has the faster tyre.
He does.
Really
We've got a yellow
move
flag.
there.
We've got yellow flag in sector 1.
Sector
Is
1,
that
who
the
is it?
safety
It's a
car?
Ferrari. It's Fusion Gamer.
No retirement, so no safety car just
safety
yet.
car.
Then a safety car would be perfect for these. Well, for Aurelian, Elite Risk and Vegeta. Because look, they're the only 4 now that are on the wets.
You can tell Jacob just really trying to find an angle, but it's just so hard to overtake here.
If you look at that, despite Rain not having a wing for the whole lap, he's only down in 6th. He's only 10 seconds off Arthur. But Arthur is 28 seconds off Vegeta as Aurelian, Elite Risk and Vegeta all dive into the pits.
All dive into the pits.
It's time, they say. And now Jacob is released. Let's
now,
see
where
what
are
kind of
you,
pace he
Arthur?
will set at the front. He was 28 seconds behind, so I think these guys should come out in front. But I guess you never know with this game. Arthur's quite a long way back. He's just approaching the final corners now.
Will it put him? Comes round, trying to come round at some speed. Can he make the undercut work? It doesn't look like it. He waited too early.
It's going to be close.
It's going to be very, very close. Can he get past Elite? He is really trying. He cannot get past Elite. The undercut has not worked.
Oh, he's done Vegeta though. He's up at the P4.
But now it's a proper race. Here you go, the 2 championship contenders really getting close to wheel-to-wheel racing. Look at this is fantastic.
Vegeta's joining in the battle as well.
Oh, he's joining. Oh, they're going to go.
Oh.
Tries to get round the outside, keeps it on track, keeps it lovely on track, and he is now in front. Arthur is now in front. If it stays like this, right now the championship is currently his.
Yeah, that indeed, the championship is now in Arthur's hands as he sits there in P3. And look at the gap though, 28 seconds behind Jacob now, and Jacob's tyres are only 5 laps older than everyone else's. And Jacob could quite easily go to lap 15 on these tyres now. So these guys behind them have got to make up at least 28 seconds, which, I mean, you know, it's not impossible, but it's definitely impractical.
Elite's going back, he can't keep up with Arthur. He's really trying, but he's losing time.
Yep. Fine Defender and Owen going side by side. Looks like Owen's got the better of Fine Defender this time. And now everyone, of course, on the intermediate tyres. So the gamble has paid off.
This is incredible here.
And Jacob's still got pace because I think he's pulled out almost a second on Aurelian as well. So Jacob's still got pace.
Now, has anyone ever won 7GR or anything, just 7GR on their debut season?
Well, apart from season 1, of course. No. We haven't had someone win their debut race. The debut season, I should say.
The debut season. This will be incredible if Arthur can pull this off.
Yeah. Season 6 here in 7GR, or the 6th season for Tier 1, I should say. Obviously, we do have Tier 2 and Tier 3. But, yeah, so who was the first ever Tier 2 champion? Was it Joel?
I have no idea.
I can't remember. I feel really bad for forgetting.
I wasn't even here in ages. I don't know what I'm talking about.
Tier 2. You should have won Tier 2 last year. You were in it. Oh! I'm so sorry. The lag made it look like I really was spinning into the wall.
Yeah, I saw that as well. I got quite worried then.
I got half excited for a second.
I cannot remember for the life of me who won last year's season.
Was it Finley?
Might have been.
And as I say that, Finley retires. You couldn't have. I'm sorry, Finley.
Jacob setting the fastest lap.
Yeah. I think it looks like Finley retired in the pits anyway, so it wasn't on track. But that was definitely synced up.
Just shaping up to be a brilliant race, a dramatic race, exactly what we want.
Yep. Lap 8 has now been started.
Lap 8? My goodness me, we've had this much drama, it's only lap 8?
Yeah, 25% through. As Rain sets another fastest lap, and he was 10 seconds behind Arthur, wasn't he? He is now only he's about half of that now. So he's closed in by about 5 seconds, Rain has.
However, I am seeing he does have yellow fuel.
Yep. So Rain needs a safe, although Singapore you can save fuel. So I imagine Rain is very well trained in the verse of saving fuel.
Interesting to see how that pans out. He does set fast purple first sector.
Of course, setting purple sectors won't be helping the fuel.
No, not at all.
The rain's still going. I think the track looks like it's drying, but the rain is still going. So I wonder if the track would be good if the track dries up.
Coming to a light drizzle, as it were.
Yep.
Owen gets a 3-second time penalty.
Yep, Owen gets his down there in 8th position, Owen.
Elite Risk catching back up a little bit to Arthur.
Yeah, he's less than a second behind. As Jacob continues to set the timer screens alight at 53.7 this time. He is now over 30 seconds ahead of Aurelian. So Jacob now has at least a pit stop in hand over the rest of the field.
This is fantastic for Jacob.
Yep, looking for that hat-trick of wins, of course.
Will be incredible. He's currently putting in a fantastic drive.
Yeah. And Rain now, and as I say Rain's name, he sets the fastest lap. Rain now only 2.8 behind this battle now. We saw Rain in the past. I think it was a couple of races ago where he got to the back and he managed to overtake all the drivers. So let's see how quick Rain can slice through this field. Vegeta is first up, but of course he's still got 2.5 seconds to go.
He's making light work of that time so far. Needs to be careful with track limits, however.
Yep. Elite Risk looks like he's struggling a bit, doesn't he? Oh, but when you've had no practice, the last thing you want is rain. As we've got a yellow flag in sector 2, it's Rain!
Oh no.
He won't, and there's the safety car! How
Wow.
close is Jacob? This could be the perfect opportunity for Jacob to pit. I don't know if the tyres will go to the end from here. However,
20 laps, they should go that distance.
they should, because obviously he'll get 3 laps behind the safety car as well. So,
He should be coming into the
won't be getting
pits.
the spectacle.
He is coming into the pits.
He is indeed. Unfortunately, we won't be getting the spectacle of Rain slicing through the field like hot knife through butter. So instead, we'll have to see how the guys can stay in touch with Jacob, because right now he is the favourite. And we're down to 11 runners then. So a race of attrition here tonight then. If you finish, you probably will get in the points.
Look at that. Jacob comes out of the pits with more than enough time. Hello, Elite's got on 5 seconds.
Looks like he's hit Arthur under the safety car.
With Arthur.
Or Arthur's in P3. Arthur's still sitting behind. And Aurelian pits. No, what?
No, he doesn't. What is going on here?
That he went
However,
to pit and then
Elite does pit.
what happened to Aurelian? I wonder if he outbraked himself going into the pits. Because he's given up a position to Arthur here. And that is very odd. But now you've got Vegeta and Elite Risk both pitting. I imagine these guys... Yeah, Pack Pussy, poor Pack Pussy, he's not having a good place, is he? I say that, he's in 6th. But now he's got a drive through. So I imagine these guys will now be looking to put on a fresh set of inters and then go to the end of the race.
I am surprised at Elite Risk decision to pit. Because those tyres weren't old at all.
So
really
thanks to our stat man Fresh, Finley won season 5, Joel won season 4, and it was Brandon who won the first ever tier 2 season.
Right.
So Finley So it was Brandon who won the first ever Tier 2, and he was fast. It's a shame he can't race on a Tuesday because he was fast.
I do not understand Elite Race decision here at all. Those tyres were not old at all. They were 3 laps old. He was right behind Arthur and coming up to a safety car. He would have been bunched up with him. Why? I don't understand why he's pitted for new tyres.
Because right now, he's got fresh tyres. His tyres are 4 laps younger than Arthur's, and he can go to the end of the race. Whereas Arthur will be a bit tight. Unless it stops raining, of course. But when you're in an elite race position, you've got to gamble. You know,
Yeah.
4 laps. 4 laps tyre wear can make all the difference at a track like Singapore.
Really
with these thin walls, you can't run wide. You can't outbrake yourself. You can't do any of those things because you will be in the wall. So he's given himself a better chance of not doing that. Whereas Arthur will probably want to go to the end unless it is drying up.
Rain does not look to be easing off. It looks to be staying here nice and steady.
Yeah.
However, we don't know. We can't see a weather forecast.
Unfortunately, we can't. No.
Probably for good reason as well.
Jake didn't pit either, so he's up into P7 at the moment. But of course, this car's always good because it bunches the field back up. So we were just saying how Jacob had a 30-second lead. That has now been negated down to 0.
However, he does have fresh, clean tyres
He
and a
does.
free pit stop.
It'll be interesting to see. It'll be interesting to see how much Arthur attacks Jacob at the restart. Arthur
It'll be
knows
good
right
again.
now, if he stays where he is, he's the champion. With 2 races left to go.
Does he go for first place or does he just stay put?
Yep.
That is the question he'll be asking himself. And, Pack Bussy,
And of course-
a soft tyre.
Oh, does that mean the rain is stopping, or has the game just stitched Pack Bussy up? Let's ride on board with him and see. And have a look. Let's see, does he slide out the pits?
No,
Just the white line a little bit. Let's have a look. So, oh, there you go.
Oh
Look
my
how wide
goodness.
that is. Watch that throttle. Yeah, look. Whoa,
Oh,
no.
oh my goodness.
So, whilst we watch Pack Bussy flounder a bit, thanks again to our stat man, Fresh, to reminding me that actually only... so, Thomas and Kieran are the only 2 champions. Kieran won Season 5 and Season 4, and Thomas won the first 3 seasons. So, of course, with Kieran being out of sorts this season, we will have a new champion crown for Tier 1. And right now, it looks like that crown is heading to Arthur.
Those soft tyres really do not look to be getting an edge on this at all.
They do not look fun. But we have to put the throttle down, so it's not...
It's not a disaster, but
It's not looking too bad, I have to say, Pat Bussy. I mean, obviously it's not
relatively
ideal,
tidy.
but if Jeff's told him it's hello, what's happened here? Aurelian's in the pits. Is he? Oh, I'll tell you what. If Aurelian goes for the dries, we know that the track is drying up. And look,
He does have mediums.
The mediums are out. Oh, roll of the dice time it is. Maybe this
Really
is why
shaking up
Aurelian
here.
didn't pit. But I tell you what, though, I mean, yes, those mediums will probably get to the end of the race now. But at the same point, mediums on a damp track are not good at all.
Like they're not good at all, as you just said. But on Singapore, as a dab track, I mean, he'd have to pull out some major finesse.
Yep,
Just to even
Fusion also
avoid-
going on to the mediums now.
avoid the
So
walls. It's really dry.
free
It looks to be
drivers,
drying up.
free drivers on the medium tyres now. Let's have a look. So, unfortunately for this year's game, I think Codemasters tried a bit too hard with the weather. So, even though it does look like it's raining, the track probably is almost dry, unfortunately.
Now, where does that leave Elite? Because he has already pitted under the safety car.
Yep, he has indeed. He's seeing other drivers pit. So does he stay with Arthur, or because you imagine the safety car will come in? Obviously, these cars, obviously that are pitted, have got to catch up again now.
Safety car should be coming in from the looks of it.
I think it should be this lap. Yeah. So if the safety car doesn't come in, I imagine he might pit. But then can he make up those 30 seconds?
This is extremely interesting. Arthur and Ali. What the safety car is in.
Mr. IUF1 says in the comments, this just got interesting. I cannot agree anymore.
You're exactly right.
As you just said, the safety car is in. So those drivers are stuck on the intermediates for now. What a dynamic race we now have on our hands.
This is going to be very, very good.
3 drivers on dry tyres.
There are only a couple of drops of rain. Is it enough to justify intermediates? I don't think so. That track looks dry.
It's looking a lot drier now, isn't it? This is this another Aurelian masterclass? He started on the wets, took the lead, pitted, and now he's pitted again under the safety car and has put the mediums on. Look at the drivers, they're coming in.
Look at this, Arthur overtakes him in the pits.
Arthur's overtaken under the pits. That is a bit odd.
You can do that. That's fully legal.
And just like that, the Aurelian Masterclass is underway. He takes the lead. Almost Lewis Hamilton at Hungary-esque. Look at that. What a move. And look at somebody's got to go for the hard tyres. Who's got Elite for hard tyres? Oh, I'll tell you what, that is a decision. We've got a lot of double stacking in the pits and everyone's diving in. Everyone's gone for the mediums apart from Elite Risk and Owen. Jake. Elite Risk and Owen have gone for it. Bust on those softs.
And yeah, that is what? The hard tyre? Really?
Yeah.
He's already gone wide. These things are just known for being ridiculously hard to overheat.
So Aurelian has 11 seconds now. There used to be this thing about me cursing Aurelian when he was at the front, and I don't want to curse it because I love the guy, but I think Fresh will be able to tell me this. I don't think Aurelian has won a race yet. He got very close on a few occasions in the first couple of seasons. Could we be seeing a new winner crowned here in 7GR? And someone like Aurelian definitely deserves it for all the commitment. Been here since season 1, I believe. What a guy.
As you said, it's a purple first sector.
He does.
Of course, it's dry now, so it's natural.
Yep.
As the rain has stopped, that is it. The track is now dry.
He's got Fusion Gamer behind him as well. And Fusion Gamer is, well, he's in tier 3, but he's more of a tier 2 driver, Fusion. So we know Fusion's got a bit of pace, but not quite tier 1 pace. So the question is, I mean, Arthur is still Arthur is 22 seconds off the lead. So the question 1 is, can Arthur catch Fusion? Question 2, can he overtake Fusion? Question 3, can he then catch and pass Aurelian?
My question is, does he care? Right now, he's more than happy in the spot. As long as he's in front of Elite, I'm not sure he gives a crap.
Yep, Elite Risk down in 6th place. I fear the hard tyre was the wrong decision.
And it looks to be. He is understeering all over the place.
Yeah, we know how slippery hards are as it is, and on a kind of a damp track, they're not going to be doing him any favours.
Why is he using a hard tyre? Elite Race strategies calls so far have been mind-boggling to me, because they just personally have not made sense.
Yeah, so yeah, mediums could well be, because you think they'd be on, well, it depends how fast these medium tyres wear.
Fine Defender goes on a hard tyre after pitting.
On an ordinary race day, this is a 2-stop race.
Yep.
So this is definitely going to be hotting up towards the end, especially if the medium tyre suddenly drops off.
Oh, Fine Defender has come out the pits and immediately lost his front wing.
And
he's left the session.
He is retired on track. I imagine the next. I believe the next thing I will see will be that he's.
There's a safety car.
Yeah. Is that because he's retired on track? And Aurelian's in the pits again.
Again?
An
What?
elite risk DNF. Elite risk.
Oh my goodness me! Ah! That's it! That's it! He's doing
That's all she wrote. That's all she wrote, folks.
That is it, ladies and gentlemen. Arsenal will be crowned the Tier 1 70-yard champion. That
Well
is
then.
music to his ears.
Well, what a shame.
Well, that's been us. That's been 70-yard, folks. No, I'm joking.
Well, what a shame that is for the championship. Elite Risk unable to finish the race, which does mean that Arthur will be your Season 6 champion. And thank you to Statman Fresh. Aurelian has 3 seconds and 4 thirds. So Aurelian yet to win a race. But
Doesn't
he has
matter.
now he's dropped himself down into P4 now.
It doesn't matter where Arthur finishes now. He can DNF all he wants to. He'll still be
That is
P10.
it. That is it. But exactly, if he DNFs, he's still P10.
If he DNFs, he still wins.
So-
He still wins championship if he DNFs. Right now, he'll be the happiest man in the world.
Yep. Yep.
He's done it. That's it. He's done it.
Well then, I guess we race for pride. As
Yeah.
Fusion Gamer currently, I don't know if anyone. I hope people watched the Tier 3. Did you watch Tier 3 on Thursday, Killer?
No.
Owen, what's
unfortunately,
Owen? What's Owen
Owen
done?
has retired.
What's he retired there for? Oh, is he pushing too hard? As
Fine defender's back in the pit. Fine defender's going to get lapped here.
dropping like flies at the moment as it stands. Another wing for Fine
Another wing,
Defender.
It's not a great. To be fair though, I say it's not a great debut. He scored points. I mean that's something.
Yeah, exactly. Well, actually, Fine Defenders left the lobby. He's quit, so he won't be getting a point.
Oh yeah. Forgot about
Elite Risk will be bumped up. Elite Risk will be bumped up and get 1 point. Oh,
Yeah.
dear me. Let me have a look at no.
Arthur right now will just be racing just to show everyone in this lobby, I have done it. Look at me. I'm now going to beat every single one of you. He'll be looking to get Fusion Gamer.
Yeah, and of course, as I'll finish what I was about to say. If you watch Tier 3 on Thursday, you'll know that Fusion Gamer will want some kind of repentance because he thought the finish line was closer than it was. He did his little celebrational donut and hit the wall and DNF'd 2 meters from the finish. DNF'd 2 minutes. Sorry, 2 minutes. 2 meters from the finishing line and lost the race. If you want to see that, go check us out on YouTube. So just type in 7th Gear Racing on YouTube and go watch Tier 3, which is up there, and go watch Fusion Gamer decide to forget where the finishing line is. It was probably worse because obviously the previous week we saw Fitzy in Tier 2 hit the wall about 5 meters before the finishing line, but that was acceptable because it was dry tyres on the wet track, whereas Fusion's was just yeah. But what we need now is we need someone from Tier 1 who is in the lead to retire at least 1 or 2 meters from the finish line. So maybe Fusion once again can help us out with that.
You never know. Safety car should, if I had to assume, be in this lap. I don't imagine it's going to wait for Fine Defender. That'd be ridiculous. Everyone else is raring to go. Jake's on those hard tyres. I just don't get it. Elite Risk has left the session. We can't bear to watch.
Elite Risk, if you're listening, you do have a point. So,
yeah, fair play to you, mate. You gave it your all. Yeah, you put in some amazing racing. Done really well at the start of this race on those inters.
I don't know if you can actually see the Twitch chat, but Fresh has just put a great stat in there. And it says, Kaninch, Tier 3, has more wins than Killer Miller has podiums. And I think that's a fantastic stat.
I'm sorry, what? Repeat that for me. I didn't quite hear that.
It says Kaninch, i.e. me, has more
Yeah.
wins than Killanilla, you, has podiums. And I've only got 3 wins. So oh, he's gone silent. Ladies and gentlemen,
I've got
he's
more than
gone
3
silent.
podiums, haven't I?
Not according to Statman Fresh.
I've got a few. I swear I have. I got one in Imola this season. I got one last season. No, actually, no, I got taken off me, didn't it?
Yep.
Might be right on that one.
Yeah.
I'm still racing tier 2. I'm still.
Also, another stat that I know is that I have actually won a tier 2 race. Have you won a tier 2 race, Bella?
Funny you should mention that. No. Yeah, we all remember the tragedy of Saudi Arabia and my bloody controller running out when I was in the runnings to win a race.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wanted to cry. No, I do not have a tier 2 win, and it's long overdue. It's long overdue. I haven't been on the pace this season as much as I was last season, so really need to start putting in the work.
How the turntables, eh?
It really is. I thought I'd done very, very well last season, but this season just haven't been on it.
Right then, back to the race at hand because the safety car is in this lap. Enough of our mumbling and jumbling. It's time for the serious stuff.
Come back, Fusion Gamer, slowing the pack down. Put that Arthur raring to go. Jake still
Can't
on
go
hard
too
tyre.
early, otherwise he can't go too early, or else Arthur will go right at him. He's got to be careful here, because we know how quick Arthur is. So Fusion's got to be careful here. He's got to warm those tyres up. So he's going a bit fast at the moment, because the safety car is nowhere near the finish line at the moment.
Really needs to bunch him up a little bit. There's no rush.
And Jake's cut a corner onto the safety car. Fantastic stuff. Nice way to celebrate.
He's gone.
He's left it a bit late.
Way
I
too
feel
late.
that Arthur may
Arthur's
get the
gonna
jump
have
on him.
Arthur might have him. It's
Oh,
a risky
it's gonna be
move. He
tight.
goes for it.
Arthur
What a dive! What a manoeuvre!
Late break in there from Arthur.
That is overtaking at its finest.
Dear me, that was Verstappen-esque on Leclerc, wasn't it?
A
Over the weekend.
championship move for a championship winner. Look at that. That was incredible.
Yeah. Right then. So the lead has already changed hands. Then the next Fusion. Will Vegeta overtake him? And how quick
Vegeta,
can he overtake him? Because
he's
otherwise
looking-
Arthur is just going to run and hide, isn't he?
He's really looking to have him.
It looks like
Just
Kieran
seeing.
and Aurelian going at it as well.
Oh, they go wide. Oh. Side and side through these corners is never wise.
I
there's
don't think
no
I've seen 2 cars go through side by side there before,
No,
but
never.
there's always a first for everything.
Brilliant, trying to get that
And
position
look
back.
at that, Jacob is down in 6th. He's put the soft tyres on.
I wouldn't. Hang on a minute. Very tight. No, can't
Now.
get up to this.
I tell you what, Jacob on those soft tyres, I won't lie, that's a bit of a shocker. I'm very surprised to see that.
They ain't gonna last.
Yeah, I mean, they might last 10, 12, about 13. It's going to be pushing it. As Arthur comes to start, oh, he's very close to the wall there. As he comes to start lap 19, he is already 2 seconds clear of Fusion Gamer. He's out of that DRS zone.
Hello, Vegeta. Is he going to do an Arthur what Arthur done? He thinks against
No.
it.
No, not quite late on the brakes. I think Fusion Gamer's learnt his lesson there. And almost that is what. Oh, we've got a yellow
Pack Bussy
flag. It's
DNF.
Pack Bussy. Pack Bussy
DNF.
retires at
Another
turn
safety
1.
car question mark?
Oh, what a shame.
Is it
I
gonna be
think
another
we should
safety car?
please no safety car. We could do
Is that
some
enough?
racing. How many have we had? 2 safety cars?
Yeah, and a virtual.
Yeah. See, if the safety car came out now, then yes, I would definitely consider softs. But I mean, Jacob's tier 1. He's won the last 2 races. Prove me wrong, please. As just look at the trash. Look at the train behind Fusion Gamer. They're all gagging to get past.
They're all really, really wanting to. You can see Jacob just on those soft tyres. He's hanging back a little bit. He doesn't want to ruin his tyres too early. Yeah. However, no, he does not get the exit that he needs. Jake on those hard tyres just doesn't have the grip at all. Again, I knew it was a poor decision. I just can't understand why Elite Risk and Jake thought that was a good idea.
Yeah, Elite Risk has paid the penalty, unfortunately, and Jake. Well, I mean, Jake's got a guaranteed P7, so
yeah,
he's fine.
Really happy. P7 midfield.
Yeah. Nice way to celebrate your 50th race. As look at that, 2 laps. Arthur's pulled out 4.5
Arthur,
seconds.
you're just showing off now.
Yeah. So now, ooh, look at the cheetah. Oh, I think he caught Kieran and really out on the brakes there. But now we should now have DRS.
Yes, we do.
Vegeta's very close. Let's see how easy he overtakes him. Oh, as Fusion hits the wall, that'll help the Vegeta no end. And look at that.
Vegeta comes up the inside. Way too easy. Kieran.
Yeah. Will Kieran go for a dive? No, he comes back in.
There is contact. And that's Kieran, who's up in front of his front wing, I believe.
This is what happens when you have 2 different tiers racing each other. Obviously, they have potentially very different braking zones. And look at that, even there. Jacob's looking a bit racy as well.
Fusion has given him the positions.
I think he's backed up a bit. I think he knows he's getting in the way a little bit here. But look at that. Arthur's got 5 seconds now. So
hello, Jacob. Jacob's got DRS. He's going to make light work of Kieran here. Kieran almost letting him pass.
Yeah, I think Kieran knows that.
That could be a switch back.
I think Kieran knows that Jacob will be really fast now, but of course, the track and grip should come back to Kieran in the latter stages.
That's the thing, Jacob may be fast now, but those soft tyres, they ain't going to last long. 2 laps old.
So the gap at the front has stopped bleeding as much as it is, but it's still creeping up a little bit. It's up to 5.2 seconds now.
Aurelian's just going on like a tour of Singapore. He doesn't even care anymore.
Fusion Gamer is in the pits, so I wonder if he got damaged when he hit that wall. Yeah,
I believe he did. Yeah,
and you know. So yeah, and Aurelian. Oh, Aurelian!
Oh no!
Oh, he's binned it around the last corner. Oh, Aurelian. Oh, unless he's retired in the pits. But we are now down to... why has Fusion gone on the mediums? Oh, well. We're now down to... I don't think Fine Game... No, he's... No. So we're down to 6. I think this could well be a record. I'm not too sure if that's something that Statman Fresh can check, but we're down to 6 active drivers in the race now. So, I mean, Jake, look at that. P5. You know, you heavily criticised, lambasted his decision to go on the hards. But he's up in P5 now.
God, don't make it sound like that. I'll get kicked. Jake, I'm sorry. I didn't mean it.
Williams currently running 2 and 5th then. A good haul of points for constructors. As we'll just worry about with Jacob, as he is now right behind Vegeta.
Really getting close. Soft tyre helping out massively.
Not quite close enough to have a go at the end of this straight, but he's certainly be in contention when they come up to turn 7.
Hasn't got a lot of VRS either. It's the Vegeta, he's got loads more, double actually.
Yeah, Vegeta's got a lot more to play with. As Arthur stretches his
DRS. Oh, nearly scraped them all.
Not quite close enough.
Doesn't have the RS to back it up anywhere else.
So has he now had the best of those soft tyres? That is the question. But of course, those mediums are 8 laps old, so they're not exactly fresh.
Jacob's really going for it here. He wants to keep as close as possible. He knows the DRS is coming up. It's incredibly close through the chicanes. Jacob, get a better exit. That's all he wants. He wants a better exit. And it looks to be a decent... Not enough, I don't believe.
I think what Jacob needs to do is just chill out for a lap or two and save his battery, because I think that is what's holding him back at the moment.
I believe that has a... Yeah, it doesn't look like a look-up from Vegeta there. I wasn't too sure about that. Saw a couple clouds of smoke. I'll tell you what, Jacob might be close enough on the XDRS. Look at it again, it's just so... It looks so close, and then you get to it, and it just looks so far.
Yeah.
It's not going to be enough here.
That, I believe, is called the Concertina effect.
Yep. And he really gets a 4x on that corner. That will hurt his chance massively in the next DRS straight.
Yeah.
Really killing his tyres.
Oh, he's done it! He's lost it!
He's lost it,
Jacob.
Oh my god.
Oh, and he's lost his end plate as well. Oh, what a shame for Jacob. That definitely then rules out the 3rd win in a row. Unless some ultimate shenanigans happen, that is Jacob's chance for a 3rd win in a row over, I'm afraid. But that does promote Kieran onto the podium.
Yes, it does. Kieran will be happy with that one.
Good to see our season 4 and 5 champion back up there in the podium places.
Of course, Kieran hasn't been as sprightly as he was last season.
But I think that just goes to show the strength of the field in Tier 1 this season.
It really does.
We've had Brain, we've had Arthur. People like Vegeta have rated more. Obviously, we've had Jacob come out this year. So, you know, there's a lot more competition into Tier 1.
Really is. And Kieran, just, you know, he'll be looking to... He'll be happy with his podium today, I think. Because it should help him get back into the groove.
I tell you what, look what's about to happen. Jake is up into P4, Killermiller. What have you got to say for yourself? P4 for Jake on his 50th race.
It's amazing. It's amazing.
What a drive from our Lord and Savior
your strategies are crazy, mate. I couldn't believe I didn't think of that. Wow.
I mean, right now he is only 14 seconds off a podium. Anything can still happen. We've got 6 laps remaining. Or was that 7? Whatever, 7.
Arthur now currently 6.7 seconds ahead and still climbing. I mean, it's just... Yeah, I mean, he's done all he can do. He's now just driving for fun.
I think at this stage, the medium runners have started to cool down a bit now. They know that they've obviously... These guys were the ones that have got to stretch their tyres to the end. So, I think they're okay for now. But, it'll be interesting to see how quick of a lap Jacob will set on those fresh softs. But, look at that. Fusion, P5. So, a Tier 3 driver is guaranteed at least 6th place here tonight.
That's fair play to him.
Yep. To finish first,
Not bad at all.
First you have to finish. As the great Murray Walker used to say.
You know, a Fusion Gamer. He's raced against some top tier 1 drivers here, Elite Risk, Rain, and he's come out above them. You know, not everyone can say that.
Yeah. Doing very well. Quitting himself very well tonight, I have to say, Fusion Gamer.
May have not been the fastest, but definitely been consistent.
I mean, he was in the lead of the race for a little while, wasn't he? For at least
he was.
For about half a straight. Until Arthur got that lovely dive bomb.
Yes,
but,
that was a ridiculous.
Kieran what is going on with that TV cam? Kieran has closed the gap now, so Kieran is only half a second behind Vegeta. I said about a lap ago that these guys may have settled in.
But again, Kieran just doesn't have any DRS to play with.
No. And Vegeta has got at least 30%. So let's see what kind of battle these guys will have to the end. It's probably the closest battle we have on track at the moment. So we'll stay with these guys.
Unless a little bit of tap of oversteer for Kieran there.
I think, again, as we discussed with Jacob, I think Kieran just needs to spend a little bit of time recharging that battery.
However, no, Vegeta just getting really good exits off those straights.
Yep. Right, so what I'll have let's have a look at everyone's fastest lap. So Arthur currently has the fastest lap on a 39.2. I imagine Jacob will break that soon on those fresh softs. Other than that, Vegeta 39.9, Kieran 39.7, Jake 42.6. That is, I mean, that's the speed difference between the mediums and the hards. That's staggering.
Yeah.
Fusion Gamer of 40.0, Jacob, like I said, just a 39.5. I imagine that will change very quickly. And Fine Defender 145, which I think that's the AI after he pitted. Okay,
Yes.
back to this battle. It doesn't look like Kieran's is anywhere near close. He's fallen back a bit, if anything. And what I found about this actually is, obviously we had a tier 3 racer recently, and that's someone in the wall. Who is it? Oh, it was Jake. It looks like he's had a bit of a off somewhere. Has he lost any wing?
Doesn't
Looks
appear
like
to,
he's
no.
He's lost about 10 seconds there, but he looks like he's okay. Sorry, what I was about to say before I interrupted myself was that obviously when we race in tier 3, what I found is that if you're inside a second of the car in front, dirty air is a huge factor around this track. I don't think there's any other track like it on this game. You're within that second and you're running wide, you have to brake yourself. It's very tricky when you're within a second. And Jacob's in the pits again.
Kieran making that gap go a little bit closer now.
Yeah, he has, the battery is charging a little bit then. He's up to 20%, but don't use any here, Kieran. Don't use any here. Just let the DRS do its job. He is excellent, although it's still going down about 10%. So, yeah.
Good DRS management.
Yeah. I think he just needs to... He's a little bit closer now. Look at that. He's within that half a second. DRS coming up in less than 50 metres. There it is. It's open.
But I don't think it's enough.
See, look at that. He was half a second behind. So he has pulled back. I said he only closed by a tenth and a half there. So he's got to be really, really close.
He's really close.
If he wants to take on Vegeta.
Vegeta's just really strong on the exit of every corner. He's really linking them up nicely.
Yeah, and of course Vegeta, as you said before, has more ERS to play with as well. And this is how this 2 tenths. This is how close Kieran needs to be if he wants to attack Vegeta going into turn 7. And maybe now even to turn 14, but I think he's got a bit of an awkward exit.
Vegeta using that ERS to get better exits, that's why.
Yeah.
He's just got that little extra boost that he can give to Kieran to make that DRS ineffective.
Oh, and there we go. That settles it.
That's a shame, that.
Oh, what a shame. Kieran gets his 3-second track extension penalty.
That should be his.
He's a lot. Look at that. He's a lot closer. He's a lot closer. He needs to be this close going into turn 7, or will he have a think about? Well, look at that. There's not much speed difference.
Nah.
See now he's almost compromised himself. He needs to be this close. Come on.
What's now interesting is that they've now got similar ERS to play with. Vegeta's been using it all.
Yeah, right, here we go. So look at that, he's a tenth closer.
No DRS.
That's weird. I
Very
wonder why that.
strange.
I wonder if Kieran's given up now because he's got that 3-second penalty.
Maybe he could just be focusing on keeping himself on the track.
Yep. Oh, Jake! Oh, look at that! Jake and Fusion Gamer going at it, and Fusion
Finally
Gamer
some
has
action.
So obviously Jake's struggling on those tyres now. He's lost another 10 seconds. So I wonder if Jake's got damage.
He might do.
He was 26 behind, and now he's 36. So
Damage on a hard tyre is not fun. Your steering feels like you're floating on air.
Yeah. But
Bit of a lock up.
nonetheless, a superb drive from Jake today, up there in P5.
It is good.
Yeah, I think Kieran's definitely... there you go.
Hello.
I said about Jacob the fastest lap, 38.0. So, I don't know. That's only 2 tenths faster than... just over a tenth faster, actually, than Arthur on those mediums. So it's not a fantastically fast lap from Jacob. Yeah. Oh, and Kieran's in the pits. He must have got damage. But look at that. He knows he's got enough time. So that is this Kieran going for the fastest lap as well.
I wonder.
I tell you, he's risking on a lot for an extra point
2
here.
laps to go. Nah, not a chance.
He could get the fastest lap on lap 30 or 31. But he's got to charge that battery. Look, his battery's up to 43%, so he's got to keep it there so he can use a lot of it if he wants to get that extra point. Not that it matters in the championship. But
No.
I guess pride is at stake in matters like this. But of course, he risks ripping that wheel off. Bit of a gamble. And look at that, Jake has fallen almost 4 seconds behind Fusion Gamer already. Those hard tyres are horrible around here. In terms of tyre performance, yeah.
They're really not fun. I've used them on this track and it feels like you're driving with metal dishes underneath your tyres.
Yeah, I mean, I've said this, I almost sound like a broken record saying this many times this season, but the hard tyres are not a good race tyre. There's a few tracks where they're okay. I think they're okay around France. And
Bahrain, they're good in Bahrain.
Yeah, and Bahrain, especially with the one-stop. But tracks like this, the street tracks, they're just no good. They'll get you to the end, of course, but, you know, as Kieran has set a purple in Sector 1. Where did we go? Yeah, sorry, I think he went purple in Sector 2, so let's see if he can get the fastest lap. Can he steal it off Jacob? It was a 38.0, wasn't it? It won't be this lap then, because he's on a 56. So he's got the pace. He starts his second lap. No, he starts lap 30, so sorry, I'm getting confused, because obviously the lap tally stays with Arthur, doesn't it? But 2 purple sectors then for Kieran. 2 as it's 3.
Looking quick. It's looking very quick.
Yeah.
Oh, very close to the wall there.
Yeah, a little brush. This will be almost like a qualifying lap for Kieran. Looking very smooth. I just wish the game didn't do that revving sound. Oh, he's gone wide there though.
Oh, very wide.
He's lucky not to hit the wall. That could possibly cost him.
Arthur goes and starts the final lap.
He does. We'll cut to Arthur in a second once we've finished with Kieran and his fastest lap. Or the goal for the fastest lap, I should say. Right then. What? Oh, we got a yellow flag. Who is that? Oh, is that Jacob? Has he gone
Jacob.
round? Oh, Right, Kieran, can he set the fastest lap? He does!
Yes, he can. 1:38,
Well done,
nice.
Kieran. He gets the extra point. So then, let's ride with our champion-elect Arthur. A guy who came at the end of season 5. Is that him?
He's shaking all over the track.
Is he weaving? Is he weaving?
That's
Is he
hysterical.
weaving?
He's celebrating.
He's celebrating already.
And to be fair, he has every right to.
Yeah, a guy who joined us 2 races from the end in season 5. He started season 6 as an outsider. No one quite knew if he could keep up with the likes of Rain, the likes of our current champion, Kieran. But Arthur has almost blown the field away this season. He's won 4 races more than anybody else. Everyone else, Owen, Rain, Vegeta have all won 1 race. Jacob has won 2. Arthur has won the other 4.
And it is honestly remarkable as he comes now and he finally approaches the final corner. Here he comes, ladies and gentlemen. He comes round the last corner to round himself off. The finish line is waiting. The checkered flag is there. He is the 7GR Drivers' Champion.
Season 6. Round of applause. Well done, Arthur. And take note, that's how you don't take your wheel off 2 meters from the end.
Absolutely remarkable from Arthur. He'll be chuffed. Debut season, championship win, championship drive.
And another fastest lap from Arthur. Look at that. Sorry, from Kieran. 1:37.
Jacob
Or 0.7 actually. And so coming to finish in P4 will be Fusion Gamer. He was looking very good until he banged that wall. He was up there in 2nd place. Very fairly got out of the way to let everyone else race while he went to pitted. A very solid P4 for Fusion Gamer. Well done. Following him,
off comes Jake to round us off. Fine defender, not really just like part of the occasion now, but
finishing 5th.
And there we go,
50th race.
Ladies and gentlemen, what a round off to season 6. Absolutely remarkable, a championship worthy drive from Arthur, and that drive of the day for Arthur, I 100% agree.
And I think Orange Juice hit the nail on the head there. That move that Arthur made with the turn 1 after the safety car restart, what a move that was to take the lead as well. Who knows how many laps he may have had to stay behind Fusion Gamer. So a very important move for the race. Not quite for the championship because I think he'd already won it by then. That's a very bold move, one he didn't have to make, but he put on a show for the cameras. And a very well-deserved race win and championship victory for Arthur. Right then, Killer. It's time to do the order. Please do us the honours.
And now we finish off the season championship battle with a banger. Arthur coming in, your world champion, P1. What a drive. And throughout this season, he has been remarkable. A very, very worthy championship this year. Followed by Vegeta and Kieran to round off your top 3. Kieran with the fastest lap. That'll be an extra point for him. And that is a banger of a lap for the fastest lap. Fusion and Jake followed, round off your top 5. Jake, top 5 on his 40th or 50th? I've forgotten. Jake, I do pay attention. I do. Let me have a look. 50th. 50th race for Jake, and it's a P5. That seems quite funny, but and off we go. And got along. Fine defender, Jacob Aurelian, and Owen. That rounds off your top 10. Owen, it is a shame. He was doing so well. Elite risk. It'll be pain for Elite. But Rain, Finley, Leons, and Fiorucci, they round off our 15 drivers throughout the day. What a race it has been.
Excellent. Thank you. And that about wraps us up for tonight. If you've enjoyed tonight, I know I did, make sure you join us tomorrow for Tier 2, where Killer Miller himself will be racing.
Yes, I will. Yes, I will be racing and not crash this time.
Well, it's China, so there's no walls, but of course it's quite a treacherous track, China. So,
treacherous track, but I like it.
Beware. So yeah, join us tomorrow, 8:30ish. for Tier 2 of China. If you can't make tomorrow, join us on Thursday, where I'll be racing in Tier 3, where I will be trying my hardest not to retire going up Eau Rouge into Radion, like every single league race. So once again, thanks for your time tonight, guys. Have a good one. And of course, we forgot to mention, Arthur's got COVID. He's won the bloody thing.
Oh my
with COVID.
goodness! We mentioned it at the start, we just completely forgot it. He's trying to championship with COVID.
What a bombshell to end on. I sound like Jeremy Clarkson.
Fantastic.
And until end of that bombshell, thank you very much. Good night.
See you later, everyone. Take care.